Hey, hi, hello to all my biohacking buds. So, one of the most common questions that I've been getting asked, especially lately, is what would be better for me, Turs or Retta? For all you newbies out there, that is Tirzepatide versus Retatrutide. Now, it's not necessarily about which one works better. Even in clinical studies, one can show it working for a majority of people, but we're all different and we're all going to respond differently. So, what might be best for you might not necessarily be the same for someone else, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I used to be hardcore Team Tirzepatide, but to be completely honest, Retta has stolen my heart. I could only deny it for so long. So, picture your metabolism as a high performance engine. You want max fat burn, steady energy, and no hangry crashes. Both are weekly injectables that hack your gut hormones to crush appetite, stabilize blood sugar, and of course, to torch fat. Now let's start with Tirzepatide, and that is dual turbo. All right, so this bad boy hits off two glucose receptors. That's going to be the GLP and the GIP. It's a proven powerhouse. You're typically looking at about 20 to 22% total body weight loss. Now I'm just going to cut in real quick and get this part out of the way. You're probably going to notice during this that I'm not talking about semaglutide or semaglutide. It's semaglutide. Anyway, I don't even like to bring it into this conversation because it's just absolutely trash in my opinion. But just for the sake of mentioning it, that's going to come in at about 10 to 12% total body weight loss. It just... it's the least effective option with the highest side effects, and I don't like feeling like crap, so I try not to offer it up too much. But anyway, there, I covered that. And we're back. Okay, anyway, so this is a reliable daily driver. Now there's massive appetite drop, better insulin sensitivity, inflammation down, energy up, once you adjust. I'm gonna keep it real though. Its sweet spot is really around the 8 to 9 month range, and then a lot of people, almost everyone, tends to plateau. And here's the thing is that it doesn't work to titrate down. That food noise comes back very quickly and people notice that they start binge eating and putting the weight back on. This is not everyone, but this is the majority of people. You'll hear people say, oh, I hit my weight loss goal and then I started taking lower and lower doses and all of a sudden I just noticed I started putting weight back on and I'm hungry and that's because it doesn't work going in reverse. But my doctor said, yes, doctors like monthly insurance payments too, so take that for what you will. Now, it is a great assistant to get you to your goal quicker, but it is just not meant for long-term use. All right, let's switch over to Retta. This guy's a triple threat in the best way. So it hits off 3 glucose receptors, and that's going to be that GLP, the GIP, but added glucagon. And that's what gets this party started. It gets your metabolism going. And what happens when your metabolism gets going? You burn fat. So this one goes beast mode. When I was talking about 10 to 12% with semaglutide, and then 20 to 22% with tirzepatide, retatrutide is at 30% or more for total body weight loss. So that extra glucagon cranks resting calorie burn and visceral fat melt while preserving muscle better. It works phenomenally at lower doses, and it actually works more by building it in your system versus taking higher and higher and higher doses. So consistency is key, and it doesn't really have that plateau sweet spot either. It does work in reverse, aka titrating down to lower doses like maintenance doses, and it can be used indefinitely. It also has multiple benefits such as promoting gut health, being an anti-inflammatory, helping with fatty liver, and that's just to name a few. And you know what I love about it is that unlike the other options that completely suppress your appetite, retatrutide curbs your appetite. So it takes away your desire to snack, like that late night or boredom or emotional snacking. But when you're ready to eat, you can do so without a problem. But you're gonna get full a lot quicker and you're gonna be content with that feeling, which is so important. And especially when you are trying to preserve muscle and you have to stay up with your proper protein intake, that's really important for you to be able to eat. And also to get that metabolism going, you have to fuel the fire. If you are essentially starving yourself, everything that you're putting in your body is going to be stored as fat because your body thinks that you're starving yourself and it goes into preservation mode. So it's really messing up your progress. So like I said before, they are both great options, and sometimes it's hard to figure out which one might be better for you until you start trying it yourself. Now, if you started with one and it wasn't working for you in the way that you thought, you can always switch over to the other. Keep in mind, neither is magic. They're amplifiers. Real gains come from lifestyle and consistent protocol. Disclaimer: this is education only, not medical advice. Get blood work with a clinician, monitor your heart rate and your thyroid and all that jazz. But source legit and dose smart. All right, y'all, as always, stay informed and have a great day.